Let's ask him right now. Gubernatorial Republican candidate for New Jersey, Jack Ciattarelli. Welcome, sir. This race is a nail-biter, and this is your third attempt, for those who don't know, at running for governor. There's so many issues to tackle in the state of New Jersey. Taxes, the state economy, jobs. But the high cost of electricity is really what's become this critical talking point. What is your plan to bring those costs? I mean, New Jersey is 12th highest in the nation, to bring that cost down.
To do the opposite of what the current governor has done, Liz, and something my opponent has endorsed. We got to reopen the plants that he shut down. I'll repurpose them and use natural gas to generate more electricity. We'll expand our nuclear footprint down in South Jersey. We'll build 3 or 4 new natural gas-fired electricity generation plants. But first of all, on day one by executive order, I pull out of RGGI. The Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative is a carbon tax policy that has failed New Jersey. Air is no cleaner, electricity is only more expensive, and ratepayer dollars go in other states. We can save $300 to $500 million a year on day one for ratepayers, homeowners, tenants, and businesses by pulling out of RGGI. The Democratic governor of Pennsylvania is not in RGGI. New Jersey shouldn't be either.
It sounds like you are basically echoing what President Trump has said. He does not like green energy projects. But my question is, and we've covered this extensively, the state of Texas, 50% of its energy demands are now being fed by alternative energy and some green energy. So why wouldn't you check all the boxes, do all of the above, because there is such incredible demand right now for electricity?
Liz, I hope you're not going to do what my opponent does by comparing us to Texas. My goodness, it's 30 times the size of New Jersey with sun that shines 12 months a year. Listen, we need a rational transition to the future. I'm not writing off solar. I think all the warehousing that's gone up is prime real estate for solar arrays on the rooftops. That's not a NIMBY issue. The warehouse is already there. My DEP will accelerate solar on the rooftops of warehouses. We'll take an all-above approach. But make no mistake, in that all-the-above approach, we're not going to have wind farms off our Jersey shore.
Let me ask you this about the demand side of it. Basically, if you look at what is soaking up most of the demand, much of what residents do, and I'm a New Jersey resident, hasn't really changed that much, but the sprouting up of these AI data centers, they are huge gulpers of this. And large-scale data centers, the growth in electricity usage from them, and that includes New Jersey, is a major factor. I mean, as experts estimate, data centers alone could account for something like 70% of the projected demand increase. Can you give me a sense of how you sort of skate just on the edge here of wanting to stimulate the AI build-out, because that's great for the economy, but also make sure that they shoulder the cost of what they are drinking?
Liz, the vast majority of data centers that have been proposed for New Jersey have been rejected because we don't have the juice. And the reason we don't have the juice is because Phil Murphy shut down 6 different electricity generation plants, put a moratorium on the currently existing natural gas-fired electricity generation plants, didn't expand solar in South Jersey, he didn't expand nuclear rather in South Jersey, and didn't accelerate solar. He bet it all on wind. The fact of the matter is Pennsylvania is kicking our butt when it comes to data center development. That's an economic development opportunity in terms of the construction operation. So when Phil Murphy took office, we were an electricity exporter. Today, we have to import our electricity. That's why we've got a shortage. It's why people are paying through the nose.
You received an endorsement from President Trump, and that is, I'm sure, from your perspective, really good. But it was just earlier this month that the Trump administration froze federal funding as part of the government shutdown, certainly, but that project, the Gateway Tunnel, the Hudson Gateway Tunnel between New York and New Jersey, this would have been billions of dollars in federal spending, but it would certainly have connected so much of New Jersey and shaken out a lot of the traffic that is there. How do you feel about that?
Liz, the Gateway project is managed by the Gateway Commission. The Gateway Commission is flush with cash. The government shutdown would have to continue for another 2 months before that project would come to a halt. I believe the shutdown will be over by then. I think the president is just playing some real hardball tactics with the Democrats by saying he's going to shut down the Gateway project. It's the quintessential federal infrastructure project. It's not being shut down. With me as governor and my relationship with the president, hell or high water, we'll get the Gateway project done.
Good to hear. All right. Jack Ciattarelli, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Liz.